Good morning, students. Welcome back with another new revision class. So, student, in yesterday's class, we have started revising the first chapter from your party book, which is Who Will Be Ningthou? And in that class itself, we have already finished the first few pages of the story. Now, students, today we shall discuss the next few remaining parts of the story. Now, students, let me read out the left out story for all of you. Suddenly, Sana Chauba mounted his horse and held his spear straight in front of him. He galloped at top speed towards the huge banyan tree, standing majestically in the distance. And before anyone realized what he was doing, he pierced the tree and jumped his horse right through it. Then Sanayama too mounted his horse. He rode towards the tree harder and harder. When he was really close, he urged his horse to jump. Higher and higher the horse and the rider rose until they jumped clear over the huge tree and landed on the other side in one fluid motion. And now it was the turn of the youngest son, Sanatomba. He too rode his horse towards the banyan tree, and before anybody knew what was happening, uprooted it. Triumphantly, he carried the tree to the Ningthou and Lema and laid it at their feet. Oh, what commotion there was! Sanatomba, Sanatomba, Sanatomba. Wonderful! Bravo! Most of the people wanted Sanatomba to win. Wasn't he the strongest? Now you decide, dear readers, who should be the Thungi Ningthou, the future king. The Ningthou and Lema were watching Sanatombi, the 5-year-old daughter. The Konging is dead. It was hurt by the spear, and now it is dead. A silence fell. A Ningthou is one who sees to it that everyone in the kingdom is happy. A Ningthou is one who doesn't hurt anybody in the kingdom. If anybody is worthy of becoming the ruler, it is little Sanatombi. It was she who told us to look at the soul of the Kongyan. She feels the pain of the people, the animals, the birds, and the trees. I declare Sanatombi the future Lema. So, student, this is the end of the story. Now, student, let me give you a brief summary of this last remaining part of the story. So, student, in the last class we have discussed that the Ningthou and Lema decided to choose their future Ningthou, and in order to do so, they asked the 3 sons to do a horse riding contest, and the son who will reach the Konging tree first would be declared as the future king. But to the utter surprise, all the three sons they reached the finishing line at the same time. Now the question remained the same. The question remained the same. That who will be the future Ningthou? Then, in order to find out the answer of this question, the king and queen they asked their boys to do something different. Now, let's see what did the three boys do. Then, before anyone could think then what are they going to do, Sanajoba, the eldest son, he hold his horse and spear straight in front of him, and at his top speed he ran towards the huge banyan tree, and from a great distance he pierced the tree in the middle with his spear and jumped through the hole. Now it was the turn of the second son. Then Sanayama too, he held his horse and ran towards the banyan tree. He rode harder and harder, and after some time he urged his horse to jump higher. After that, both the horse and the rider they rose very higher and jumped clearly over the huge tree and landed on the other side in a great motion. Now it was the turn of the youngest son, Sanatomba. Sanatomba, he too rode his horse towards the tree, and before anybody knew that what was happening, he uprooted the banyan tree with his spear and he laid it on the feet of his parents. Seeing that, all the subjects they became very much excited. They shouted his name, Sanatomba, Sanatomba. And most of the people who were present there, they thought that Sanatomba was the most deserving candidate to be the future king. But the Ningthou and Lema, they were looking at their little 5-year daughter who was very sad. And when they asked their daughter the reason of her sadness, she told that the banyan tree is dead. It was hurt by the spear and now it was dead. Then the Ningthou, he thought that a ruler must feel not only the pain of the people of his kingdom, but as well as the birds, animals, and trees. And it was Sanatombi only who felt the pain of the banyan tree, who was dead now. That's why the King Ningthou and the Lema, they declare Sanatombi as the future Lema of Manipur. So student, that's it. This is the end of the story. So I hope that you have understood. We have done revision of this story a few times in previous classes also. That's why I think that you don't have any doubts regarding the story, but still if you have, you may let me know in the comment section. Now student, let me give you the word meaning from these few pages, and they are mounted, which means riding an animal, especially a horse. Number B, majestically, means with impressive beauty or scale. Number C, pierced, which means sharp pointed object going to or through something. Number D, fluid, which means ability to flow easily. Number E, uprooted, which means pulled out of the ground. Number F, triumphantly. It means in a way that shows great happiness or joy at the victory or achievement. And the last one is commotion, which means a state of confused and noisy disturbance. So, student, with these words meaning, we have finished our discussion for today, and in tomorrow's class we shall discuss the other important points relating to the story. Student, that's it. Thank you so much.